the Steele podcast. I'm just a snow bunny, your guide on this unfiltered journey through the realms of adult intimacy and relationships. Get ready for bold conversations, candid stories, and a dash of humour as we navigate the complexities of desire together. Embrace the sensual, the provocative, and the unexpected. This is a space where nothing is off limits and where we celebrate the diverse landscapes of human connection. Let's dive deep into the world of passion and pleasure.
Welcome back to the Steele podcast. I'm Johnny Steele, and I'm joined here by Just a Snow Bunny.
Hey Johnny, how you going?
Good.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Let's not lie to ourselves here.
So I'm just going to jump right in there. You know, let's start this one off quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
What is your favorite thing about being in an open relationship?
The fact that we can act on any kind of crushes or attraction to anybody.
Yeah, okay, valid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what my favorite thing about being in an open relationship is?
No, what's that?
All the amazing people we get to meet.
Oh,
so many new people.
So many.
Sounds like we're busy and popular. We're not, but our DMs tend to be.
Yeah.
So, coincidentally, we actually got to meet a heap of amazing, friendly, beautiful people on Friday night.
We did. It was awesome.
Have you ever walked into an event and immediately felt like you were already friends with everybody there?
I have not.
Is that because you don't?
I usually try to avoid events and people.
So, where every single person you chat to is generally interesting, and interested, in what you have to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it was great.
Beautiful thing.
It was great.
I'm not crying. You are.
You can't tell on the audio.
Thankfully.
Just be glad this isn't video.
So we actually went to Mishka and Marty's Australia Day adventure, hosted by Private Nights and sponsored by REDHOTPIE.
We did. And
I got to tell you, it was pretty great.
It was so good.
We got to meet so many amazing people.
So many.
And, you know, I guess for us it was our first event.
Yeah, see that. Yeah, so that's the thing. This was we went into it not knowing what it was going to be like. This is our first event, pretty much like a swinger event like this as a couple. It was our first event in general. We'd been to other locations, but not anything like this. And we didn't know what to really expect. And
all we knew that there was going to be like 200 people.
Yeah.
It was going to be like the biggest house party.
It was massive. It was lit.
So I guess we were really lucky to be a part of it and be able to go and do our podcast.
Yeah, we were absolutely lucky. Shout out to Marty and Mishka for allowing that to happen.
Yeah, so it was a great opportunity for us. So I think without further ado, we should get out there and have a chat to some people, meet some of these amazing new people.
Yeah, let's see who we can find.
Hi, did you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Marie.
Hi, Marie. Just I guess a few questions. Just I guess about we do a podcast about open marriage. Obviously, we're here just to chat to people about the sort of things they enjoy doing. We're at the Private Nights event, obviously. Is this your first Private Nights event?
This is. I'm a complete virgin to this, so.
That's great, though. No, I think that's great. Why are you here? What made you come?
What made you come to this one?
Well, my friend sort of dragged me along.
That's a valid reason.
Yes.
So do you have, any ideas of what tonight's going to be like, or are you just going with the flow?
Just going to go with the flow. I have no idea what is going to...
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And that's, I think we're the same too. We have no
absolutely.
idea what we're doing, what's going on. So just happy for some new experiences, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you have a great night, Marie, and I'm sure we'll see you all over the place.
Yes, I hope you have a good night too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marie. That was really awesome.
Yeah, we loved Marie. Marie was the coolest. She was just such a sweet person.
Definitely. So that wraps up our very first interview.
Yeah.
The night is young, and more to come. More to come.
CUM or
Well, that's for you to decide.
I guess on that note, a lot of people have asked us if we were going for business or pleasure.
Yeah,
I guess
I've gotten the same question.
Yeah. So for us, well, for me, first and foremost, it was business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, we went there to do the podcast, so I was trying to be professional.
Yep.
Wasn't trying to be sloppy.
Yeah.
Although we did accidentally have sex, so
yeah, we'll get to that later on in the podcast.
Whoops.
Guess you guys will have to stick around if you want to hear all of the details.
Oh no. But I guess we should talk about what it is actually like. So
yeah, absolutely. Like,
where it was
so walk the listeners through when we walk through the door, how everything played out is because we first and foremost we were guests of Marty and Mishka, but we were also new guests to this whole thing entirely. So talk the listeners through a little bit of that experience.
You want to give some insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to set the stage, set the scene.
All right.
So it's basically a huge house.
It's a mansion
in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. The ultimate party destination.
Yes, and thankfully it didn't have any weird, creepy vibes when we got there.
No.
It wasn't like a horror movie mansion.
It wasn't like one of those where you like, am I going to make it out of here alive? It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
When we pulled up, we actually saw two little bunnies hopping around. It was a sign. It was an invitation.
The snow bunnies here.
That's exactly it. Your brethren were welcoming you. Also, there were deer or kangaroos.
What country are you in?
I meant kangaroos.
I'm seeing deer in the woods. No, it's kangaroos in the bush, bro.
Kangaroos.
Yeah, so there was quite a few rows around. But anyway, that's the scene. There you go. Giant house, middle of nowhere. A lot of land. It was pretty cool.
It was great.
So you get a lovely warm welcome.
Yep.
When you get to the door.
You have to check in.
Yeah, and everybody's really nice. So everyone introduces themselves like completely.
Mm-hmm.
This is my name. This is what I do. If you need me, this is where I am.
Yeah.
Like really.
And at any point during the event, you can find one of the staff.
Yes, probably more than one. You'll
probably
absolutely see a couple.
Yeah.
If you look around, but yeah, there's plenty of people there that you can go to for anything. And it's really nice. Everyone's so happy to help as well.
Yes.
So, I guess when you walk in, though, the first thing is you got to put your keys in the bowl.
Yeah, it was when we did that, we were like, whose keys are we going to end up with at the end of the night?
Yeah, that was...
that didn't happen.
That did not happen.
That did not happen. This isn't 1970 anymore.
Boom, chicka, wow.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
No keys in the bowl, we promise.
That stopped years ago.
You do get a key, though. You get a locker key.
To put your stuff in.
Which is super handy.
It's great.
Because we had a lot of stuff.
So much stuff. Especially with doing the podcast and having them.
We had equipment and
it was great to have the storage.
So yeah, pretty much everyone, well not pretty much, everybody gets a locker.
Yes.
Which is great. I mean, if you don't want one, you don't get one, but
yeah.
You know, there were certainly people that probably didn't have a lot with them. They didn't have pockets or anything.
Yeah.
So but yeah, and then obviously somebody takes you on a tour.
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter who it is. It's one of the
staff
crew,
members.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, they take you on a tour, and a very thorough tour. So you get to see the property. So for us, we had a look upstairs. So that's where I guess the majority.
That's
of
where the magic happens.
Rooms, yeah. And then obviously there was a room with a swing.
Yes.
There was like a bondage room.
Yep. There was the room with the massive big bed.
Yeah, with like the canopy.
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
That was so cool.
I think there was also like a restroom in there.
Yes.
And then there was another big bedroom that had like
multiple
four couple type of bed. Yeah. Like it would fit multiple people.
So yeah, and then back downstairs and we did the rounds. So basically just, you know, your amenities and all that sort of stuff.
Toilets,
food, drink.
kitchen, food.
So, yeah. And then outside where a lot of people were sitting.
Yep, they had the hot tub, a nice little area to sit with couches and chat.
Kind of indoor-outdoor area.
It was nice though because it was a little bit of a crisp night.
It was fairly fresh in the bush,
and especially when you're at an event and you're a bunch of half-naked people, it gets cold.
It was very cold.
There's a reason why I kept my pants on.
But there was a reason why my nipples were hard.
All true.
There was and also downstairs the giant cage. How cool was that?
That was so cool. Yeah, and then what about the grope boxes?
Yeah, so they had 2 grope boxes where basically you're in a box and there's holes.
There's like holes in it
for hands, etc.
Yeah.
Come in the box.
Yeah, I know. As soon as she stepped in it, I was like, boom, pow, bang. I was groping all over.
Yeah, I had a couple of hands feeling around. I was like, wait, I was just trying it out just to see what it was like. I wasn't.
She wasn't in there for pleasure. She was in there just to check it out, and
so I could report back on it.
And
so it is.
In the meantime,
it's a spicy situation to be in the great box.
It was. It escalated quickly.
No, it didn't. That escalation was me getting out of there.
It still counts. There was escalation.
And then, there was another room downstairs that was sort of almost down.
Yeah, a bunch
further downstairs.
Yeah, a bunch of beds.
It was like 4 big beds kind of together.
Yeah.
The couple's room.
Yep. I think that's what it was called too.
And they had a pole if you fancied a pole dance.
Yeah, that was really great.
I have the upper body strength of a 3-year-old.
So for you, that was not going to happen.
That was never going to happen.
We did see
I can dance near and around the pole.
She did too.
But I cannot go up the pole.
No, it's just something she thinks about doing.
I'll work on it. I used to be strong, but I got old and frail. And then
You're making yourself sound like you're a 90-year-old grandma.
I feel like it most of the time. But they also had things happening. So we had like the rope guy.
Yes.
The rope maestro.
Yes.
Like this dude was something else, I tell you.
It was awesome.
I always thought Boy Scouts kind of had it down pat with the knots, but this guy,
and then how the end of it, the girls were back to back, tied together.
So tied, the 2 girls back to back.
Some of the coolest, intricate knots I've ever seen in my life.
And when we say back to back, it included like the legs and the arms.
I mean, literally all the way from the ankle to the clavicle. It was so cool, and at the same time, it's like, what if somebody has to pee? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're bringing your buddy with you, because you're not getting out of that.
You're just doing it there and then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that kind of night. You could probably get away with it. They also had the lovely Zoe, who was doing sparkles, glitter, face paint, hair extensions.
Yes, shout out to Zoe. We love you.
Shout out to Zoe. I went up. I was up for the task. I was like, girl, do my hair. So I kind of left it up to her to decide what to do.
Yeah.
Because I always like the artist to be able to do sort of their expression.
Yes.
For you.
Yep.
So I said, you take the wheel.
She's not an artist. You are. Do your thing.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. So she gave me the most amazing extensions. They were
braided.
Colors.
They were so good. So good.
And
they had little charms in them.
Yes,
it was a gummy bear.
Awesome braid extension things.
Yeah.
And they've got charms and all sorts of stuff.
I think there's a bat.
They were so cool.
So good.
And then boop, in they go.
And then the little box, you got to choose something out of the little.
I got a lucky dip.
Yeah, that's what it was.
She did UV paint on my boobies.
Yeah, it was like some rainbowy stuff.
Yeah,
it was so good.
Glitter, lots of diamantes, all that stuff. And
the works.
I also got a kiss, and I got
Sealed
to have it anywhere I wanted.
With a kiss. Where'd you choose?
I actually left that one up to you. I said, Johnny, where should I get the kiss? And you went with the lips. So she put on the lipstick, and she delivered, and it was a delicious kiss. So
it was delicious.
But first and foremost, great work, Zoe. That was amazing. Everybody was so good.
I know, because it wasn't just Jessica who had stuff done. Everybody. Even men had some paint.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was really good. It was actually, I saw one of the girls had the extensions, and I was like, "Oh, I want that hair," and she goes, "You can get it here." And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
And that was the end of it. I had to get it.
Then and now.
But, you know, we went there to experience everything, didn't we?
We
I
did.
feel like I should have got tied up by the rope artist.
There's always next time. Just make
I know,
sure
but
that you
I'm
go to the toilet
scared.
beforehand.
And we also had Mishka's amazing performance. So Mishka and Marty, obviously.
One of the hosts.
One of the hosts. She does the most amazing performance.
Yeah.
It was mesmerizing.
Not only is she beautiful, she has skill like no other.
Pole work, it's like new age stripping. It's so amazing. It was
like acting.
And
it was like a role, but it was like
show.
It was a show, and she was definitely 100% committed to that role. She killed it.
Yeah, and she does them at every event.
Yeah. So this one, it was she was a cop, like a sexy officer.
Yes.
And she was whipping
a gimp.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And it was great. It was great.
Hot wax.
She poured hot wax on herself, on him, more on herself. It was hot. It was hot. She killed it.
So talented, so fit.
Oh my God. That's the thing. When you see women on the pole like that, I don't think you understand how fit you have to be.
So I think after all that,
great performer though.
We should definitely talk to somebody new, I think.
Yes, let's go find somebody else new. Let's see
what's out there. So hi, what's your name?
I'm Laura.
Hi Laura, lovely to meet you.
You too.
So obviously we're at the Private Nights event.
Yes.
For Australia Day. Is this your first Private Nights event?
Private Nights event, yes. Swing event, no.
Oh, awesome. So you've probably got some great stories.
So many. How long have you got?
So what other events have you been to?
So when I first got into swinging, I started going to the Pleasure Palace events.
Yeah.
And I've been helping out with their events for the last 5 years now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a long
Nice.
time. Wow, you must enjoy it.
You've been doing this for a while.
Just a couple.
She's a seasoned professional.
I am.
So good.
So I guess you're a guest here tonight.
Yes, I am.
A special guest.
Yes. A VIP guest.
A VIP guest. That's lovely. What do you enjoy about these kind of events?
I love the social aspect of it. For me, it hasn't become a night of going out for sex. It's become a night of going out and chatting to new people, catching up with friends.
Catching up with your
Exactly.
friends.
And there's always new people to meet. It's a really friendly place in general, in the community. And you just meet people from all different walks of life.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
And if play happens, that's just a bonus.
Yeah,
that's not what I've come for, though.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
You know what? I guess for us, this is our first event.
Yeah.
And also, how long have we been here? Like an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
And we've spoken to so many people.
Yeah.
Everybody's
so
extremely
nice.
approachable here.
Everyone's just so nice. It's such a nice place to be.
Yeah, and as I said, there's just people from all different walks of life. There's no judgment. There's people of all different shapes and sizes and different sexualities. I just love it because it's such an open and inviting community to be a part of.
It's extremely inclusive.
Exactly.
It's a lot nicer than the outside world.
Yeah, well, for me, I don't go clubbing or anything. So, for me, it's just nice to be in a safe environment, especially at a private house party.
But you still get the party,
Exactly.
vibe from it without the club.
That's it. And I think this is going to be probably the biggest house party
Oh, yeah.
that Australia's ever seen.
Plus, how great is the location? You're not in the city.
It's a 20-acre property.
Yep.
And you can make as much noise as you want. And let me tell you, I can make some noise.
That's what we like to hear.
Amazing. So are you in a relationship or?
I'm single and ready to mingle.
Perfect.
And
Love it.
the whole time I've been swinging, I've been single. So I just come along as a single female.
Yeah. And that's
Nice.
it. I guess being a single female, that's definitely the benefit that a lot of places don't allow single males.
Yeah.
So as a female, it's like the world is your oyster.
Yeah, well, a lot of places get single females in for free.
Yeah,
So that's a bonus as well.
Yeah.
Because you might get drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just a really good night out and a cheap night out too.
It is.
Right.
It is. I feel like it's definitely value for money.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, and I think
given like what you're saying before about the social aspect of it, like that pays for itself. Like that's priceless. Human connection.
Exactly. And you don't have to scream over each other.
No.
Just have conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that is a big thing for
right?
me. I have terrible hearing at the best of times.
Yeah.
I'm no good at lip reading.
Nah, me neither.
If I had to work at a bar and at a nightclub,
no.
I'd be like, that's not what I ordered.
No.
That's what I heard. All right. Well, I think we'll probably let you go and enjoy your night.
Well, it's going to be a great night. Lots of people. And looking forward to getting to know you guys a bit better.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
And that was Laura. Shout out to Laura. Thank you for that.
Oh my God, Laura. We loved Laura.
Yes.
She was probably the first person that actually started chatting to us, like grabbed us.
Yeah.
We went to get drinks.
Almost immediately. Yeah. We stopped to grab a drink and almost immediately
sitting there,
she was sitting there, I think, having a smoke, and she was like, I don't have any friends here tonight.
Yeah.
Sit down, chat with me, love me.
Yeah, and we did.
And by the end of it, we did.
We loved her. We felt like we were friends. Amazing.
Yeah, very beautiful on the inside and out. Wonderful woman.
And a great articulate speaker, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Which was one of the reasons why it was a pleasure to have her on.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
But that was the same with everyone, I think. Everyone spoke really well.
Yeah. She'll definitely be coming back. We'll have a full episode with her at some point.
Definitely. Really, really interesting person. She had some really interesting stories.
Great stories.
We could have literally done a whole episode with her, but we thought, we should
we
should probably, stick to what we were doing.
Yeah. We wanted to talk to a few people. But also we also wanted this to be an introduction to some of the people that, we've chatted with on a briefly in this episode. We're going to come back and have a full episode on a few of them. And
so many interesting stories.
So many interesting people.
Yeah.
And it's just great. It's great. There's so many people that I feel like had we not been in this scenario, or had we not been at this party invited to it, this event, we probably would have never have crossed paths. It's not that we would never have, talked to or anything like that. It's not like that. We would never have had that opportunity. We would just probably wouldn't have crossed paths at any point.
Not to mention that people were there from all over, all over. Like from
all over.
Not the border.
Yeah, that's exactly it. There's people that drove hours away. I think there was one woman who came over from Tasmania or something.
I heard that.
So it was the party was wild. It was wild. Yeah. Lots of people.
Lots of people, lots of fun.
And one of the things that, so going into this as a new person that's never been to any of this, I thought, there would be kind of like cliques of people or groups of people. And there wasn't really any of that here. Nobody.
Obviously there were people that knew each other.
Yeah. That, went to other events and they knew people, but they're friends. They're friends. They're not just singling out other people. 'Cause me and Jess, who have never been to any of these, we approach every single one of these, these groups of people.
Or just single people.
Or just single people, and from all different walks of life.
Yeah.
And every single one of them made us feel welcome.
Yes.
Every single one of them made us feel like we'd been friends for years.
Absolutely.
It's a very inclusive event, and that's what I loved about it.
It was so nice.
Nobody there is making anybody else feel like shit.
No judgment
at all. No judgment.
Nothing.
No
it's
judgment.
So beautiful. Genuinely tear-jerking. Really.
Yes.
The people. Amazing.
Amazing people.
So speaking of amazing people, I reckon we just go straight into chatting to someone else. What's your name?
I'm the goddess of Sidious.
Oh.
Otherwise, we've just met. I'm also happy to tell you that my name's also Jerry. But
yes. Lovely to meet you.
Professionally, I'm the goddess of Sidious.
That's amazing. I love it. So when you say professionally, do you work in industry or?
Yeah, I've been a professional dominatrix for around 4 years.
Oh, that's amazing! How did you end up getting into that? Did you enjoy? Do you actually? I guess a lot of people that are in doing dominatrix stuff
aren't actually that way inclined. Like it's really a persona. For you, do you think it's something you wanted to do because it's something that you could see within yourself, if that's the type of person you are, or is it something that you?
I've been doing lifestyle BDSM, which is basically like kink for fun, with partners and that kind of thing for at least 6 years before that.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, actually, there's a difference between what I'd call BDSM and what I'd call like fetish.
Yes.
I think my inclination towards fetish probably goes back to like when I was 7.
Oh yeah. So definitely started early for you. That's and I think for a lot of people, they find their true self quite early on.
I'll open it up a little bit and say that fetish is something other than a person that arouses you.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And I think when I saw like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman when I was 7 years old, I was like, that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
And I guess it's things go at a gradual pace.
Yeah.
But I was always like, I had a keen interest in. Well, I mean, I don't know if we even established yet that I was assigned male at birth.
Yeah.
But I was, I guess, cross-dressing.
Yeah.
In some way or another.
Yeah.
For throughout my childhood and teenage years.
Yeah.
And then through that came like an interest in fetish clothing.
Yeah.
And now I'm very extremely passionate about leather, latex.
Yeah.
Leather and latex particularly.
So it's a very natural progression, I guess, for you, that you've really just you've worked your way up to this point quite naturally.
But there was a point in time where I was like really into the clothes.
Yeah.
But I wasn't into like I wasn't particularly interested in bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism. But at some point, when you get dressed up enough, then you're like, well, now what do we do?
Once we're dressed?
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. So I'm going to guess this probably isn't your first private nights event.
It is my first private nights event.
Oh my gosh!
I'm pretty good friends with Arista, who's part of the organising committee.
Yeah.
And I'd heard all about it. I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I've been to a few swingers type events.
Yeah.
Historically, and to be honest, I've never really loved them.
Yeah.
So, and when I kind of weighed up whether I'd come to this, I mean, a lot of it depends. I'm like, what's it gonna do for me? What's it gonna like? How am I gonna? I mean, I have. We know in an interview. I mean, I have sex a lot anyway. I don't really. I mean, whether it's paid or unpaid, like
So you don't really need an event for it.
Wow, I mean, I'm past the point of.
I was like 6 solos here.
I just don't. I guess if I'm not getting paid for it, I don't want to fuck who I want to fuck.
Yeah.
And I want to be, I don't want to be in a situation where there's a lot of sleazy people who are annoying the fuck out of me, and who are being inappropriate, which at a lot of other events
it does happen, that's right.
It can happen from time to time, and I've just found that a lot of when I've been, I think the last time I would have come to a swingers event was in 2021, and it was okay, it was like, and I haven't, I'm like, that's not my scene.
Yeah.
So the fact that I have a friend organising tonight, kind of, and I only bought a ticket a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know what? I'll come and see what all the fuss is about.
What do you think so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah. Everyone's really nice. Hey?
Early days. Yeah.
It's nice to just be able to chat to people. I think it's really good to meet a whole lot of different people. I've actually really enjoyed this conversation with you. I feel like we could talk all night. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we can't because, but it has been such a pleasure.
And that was Jerry, the goddess Obsidian.
How fun was Jerry?
Oh my god, amazing human being.
We actually chatted a lot longer than that. But
we only just put out this little bit because we want a full episode.
Another person we really want to.
Amazing story, amazing life. It's just a really very, very interesting person to chat with.
But yeah, thank you, Goddess Obsidian,
so much, and shout out to Alistair for introducing us.
Yeah,
because oh my god, this was hands down one of my top favorite people from the night. Hands down.
He really, she really knew how to fill a room, fill a room with her presence.
Absolutely, 100%. My favorite part too was as they were leaving.
Oh yes.
Oh, so good.
She gave us quite a performance on the way out. It was great.
Owned the room.
Owned the room.
Owned the room.
Definitely. So I think our audio probably not so great on that one, just because it was starting to get a bit loud.
It was starting during the party. It was starting to get really loud at that point.
We actually took a break from chatting to people after that.
Yeah, and
it got a bit.
Yeah, the music, just the amount of people at that point, just the background chatter made it kind of difficult.
Yeah, so sorry,
sorry
that you had to struggle through.
But
hopefully next time,
amazing human, and it'll be much quieter, and hopefully we get to hear some great stories.
Yeah, you know what? We're not even going to chat now. We're literally just going to jump into someone else.
Oh,
hey, that was.
That's actually, why we're here.
Speaking of jumping into other people, we were going to tell people how we accidentally had sex.
Oh, let's go into that a little bit then.
So obviously, you're at this event. There are people having sex.
Yeah,
you can watch if you want to.
There's voyeurs for sure.
Yeah, some people just go there to watch, which 100% understand because I'm inclined to watch.
Yeah.
It'd probably actually quite relaxing to just sit down with a glass of wine.
It's like live porn.
It is. But yeah, so I think we gave it a go. Well, we decided we'd try having sex with each other while we're there. Even though we were there for business, we were like, when in Rome, as they say.
Let's bone.
But the only room we could find that was vacant was the swing room.
Yeah, so there's a big swing in there, like a sex swing.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit, I feel like I'm fairly tall, but it was still,
too tall,
I still feel like I needed something to stand on. Yeah, it was it was.
I couldn't even, if I had have hopped into the swing per se and laid back.
Yeah.
You would have been probably not the right height for me. But
yeah.
We still managed to make use of the swing in our own way.
We improvised.
But then we were like, oh, we should probably see if any of the other rooms are vacant yet. And still no, but there was half a bed.
Yeah. So actually in the bondage room, there was a couple having sex on the bed on one side. And then, so across from that bed, there's like a love seat. Like a little couch type thing. And there was another couple on there having sex and fooling around.
We just thought, you know what, let's just ask.
So, we were like, well, there's a half a bed right here. So maybe we just ask and they'll kindly allow us to.
To be honest, though, this was almost research because we needed to know what it was like.
Yeah.
To be part of the shenanigans, I guess, the actual goings on.
And partaking in group sex, but it was with ourselves. Like, it was just us.
We just had company.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like having sex in a room with your friends around who were also having sex.
Yeah. It didn't feel weird.
It didn't feel weird, and that's that was
But I think that's a reflection of the people that were there and the type of event
100%.
that you just feel so comfortable that
you do
nothing
feel
feels
comfortable
odd.
because the thing is, we didn't know the couple next to us on the bed,
At all.
and we didn't know the couple that were on the couch
Nope.
at all.
Mm-mm.
Never interacted with them. And we asked, hey, do you mind? And they're like, no, join.
Please,
like,
please
please do.
Shuffled over
And,
a bit, gave us a bit of extra room, moved some stuff around.
Yeah, and
we handed them the lube.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can you hand me some lube? Like we were
working as a team.
It was a teamwork. It was teamwork.
But we didn't
but we didn't swap partners or anything like that. But at one point, even myself, because we were like right next, like the woman was laying down, and I was next to her and like looking over, and you check out the action.
Are you saying it was hot, or are you saying you were just
no,
doing some live action?
Both.
Yeah.
So it was nice. Shout out to that couple.
Yeah, I didn't feel as weird or like naughty. I don't know. It felt really natural.
It felt so normal. Like I've been doing this my entire life, even though that was like the first time I've ever been in that that kind of situation at like a sex party.
Yeah, because we normally, when we do what we do with our open relationship,
we're not really swingers.
No, we don't do stuff with other couples as much, or per se. We've never really ventured into that.
We've talked about it in other episodes, but if this is your first time listening to us, we consider ourselves in an open relationship, not really anything else.
Yes. So just if I want to go meet someone,
she does her own thing.
I go and do my own thing.
I go and do my own thing. Sometimes we do stuff together, like no doubt, but it's just
never really been in that kind of environment.
Yeah.
And it was surprisingly comfortable.
It was so nice. But also the people that you're next to, like, they don't make it feel weird.
Yes.
That's the thing. When you go to these types of parties, you would think, there's always going to be one sleazeball with that many people. And this whole thing went completely 200 people. Not one creep. There's obviously, security and, people to take measures if a situation occurs. But it's not needed because every single person, no matter what type of walk of life they come from, was respectful to every single other person there. There were not any weird perverts. There were not, like, the people...
I mean, obviously there was people there watching, but they didn't make it weird.
The weird perverts, we were respectful about being weird perverts.
Yeah, because I did be a bit of a pervert.
No doubt. We watched heaps of people have sex. And it was cool. It was cool just to, see all these other couples
enjoying themselves.
There was one
enjoying themselves is such a nice.
There was one couple having sex in the next room over while we were in the bed.
Yeah.
And I could hear her. So I know it was going down. I know it was going down in the room next door.
There was a lot of pleasure going on. Yeah.
It was a great experience overall. Overall, 10 out of 10.
But you know what? Like, I think the voyeur aspect of it is quite interesting because there are people that go there with no intention of having sex or interacting in that regard.
Yeah.
They go there just to watch.
Yep.
And it's not weird. It's such an almost, you almost want them to watch. It's like, no, come here.
Yeah.
Don't
sit down on the edge of the bed.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
I'm about to show you my top move.
So I can't stress enough how the people make this such a relaxing, enjoyable thing, and it doesn't feel weird.
No, it's great.
It feels normal.
Everybody makes everybody feel comfortable.
So we actually spoke to someone.
Yes.
Who was, I guess, there in a voyeur capacity.
Yep.
As well as obviously wanting to be involved, but and that I hadn't really thought about it until then, and I thought, oh yeah, actually, there's, it's definitely a thing that people are doing there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should probably have a
So
chat to her.
let's have a chat to her. Again, if the audio is a little bit loud, there was a lot of music playing by this point at the party. We tried.
We were struggling.
We were struggling to find a quiet-ish place, because even the quiet places weren't really. Aside from locking ourselves in a bathroom, which would just be
else that needed that
horrible
bathroom.
because like you can't do that.
So we thought we'd be nice and just
so
respect the people, but not the audio.
yes. So the swing room we talked about
Yeah.
is where we had this interview.
Yes, with the lovely Sarah.
Hi, what's your name? Sarah. Hi, Sarah. It's so good to meet you. Thank you for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it. Is this your first private nights event? It is my first private nights. It's not my first event ever. That's amazing. So what do you think so far? I know it's still early, but very good vibe. So it's I haven't been to an event that's like a real fun party atmosphere, which is kind of fun. Yeah. It's I'm finding it really interesting talking to a lot of different people. So I don't know if you're finding the same thing, or you know people from. I know one or two people here from other events, but in general, I like the social element. I think some events don't have that, and I don't like that. It's not a good vibe. Definitely, and I think that's a big thing for us tonight as well. We're really enjoying the social vibe. So I guess from looking at you, you as a person, what would you say? Like, obviously, you come to this event. I'm sure you've got reasons for why you came. Is it something you want to discuss? Like, share with us why you come to these events? I guess. Yeah. So I'm obviously very sector positive. I don't think anyone would be at these events if they weren't. Yeah. But also, I'm extremely time poor. So say no more. Say no more. I don't have time for regular dating, and I have a few kinks. Like I definitely have a voyeurism kink and an exhibitionist kink. Yes. So it kind of ticks a lot of boxes for me to come to an event and get to know people and have a chat, and then if some sexual activity happens. If it doesn't, then I've still had a really good time. And exactly. You've got the opportunity to do those things you don't get the time to do in the real world. Yeah, exactly. I'm 100% the same. But time poor is my go-to phrase. Everything. I'm time poor. So 100% understand that. Do you say, are you, if you don't mind me asking, sure. Do you like have a sexual preference? Are you more into men, women? You don't care? You pan? Not yet. I would consider myself pan, and I have no, like I'm attracted to people or not. It doesn't matter about gender or anatomy configuration, or I'm very positive in that way. I love that. I feel like a lot of people are sort of steering more towards that these days anyway. And I think it's a great thing. I love that people are embracing it. We're given the opportunity to embrace it. I feel like in the past, people were like, exactly. So it's nice that we can be a little bit more, I guess, open. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. I'm going to let you enjoy tonight. But thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure, Sarah. Really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye.
That was Sarah. Thank you so much for that, Sarah.
You know, Sarah was an interesting one because I spotted her from sort of across the hall.
Yes.
And first of all, I loved what she was wearing. But
yes, it was very cute.
Secondly, something about her intrigued me and I couldn't quite work out what it was. So I just decided to go over and start chatting to her.
Yeah, that's the thing. Super beautiful woman and very intelligent. Very intelligent.
And very articulate. She had some really good thoughts, and I felt like we got a lot in a short amount with her.
Yeah. We spoke a little bit more off of the record, but great human.
Yeah. Definitely a pleasure. Now, Johnny.
Yes.
Have you ever been to a psychic or a medium?
I have not.
I bet you'd like to go to this one that we met at the party.
Call me Xavier.
So we actually met the lovely Xavier, and she is part of the team.
Yep.
She's also sort of the resident psychic medium. She does a lot of stuff for the team.
Yes.
And absolute pleasure to talk to her. She very fascinating person, multifaceted, has a lot of different things going on. I'm not sure where she gets the time, but
Oh my
nevertheless,
God. I for real.
she brings the goods. And a beautiful woman, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Extremely lovely to talk to.
Yeah, so I felt like we could have chatted all night with her.
We could have easily. Eventually, we're gonna hopefully be able to get her on here for a full episode because
we'd like to delve deeper into sort of all the things that she does do. Because she's got so much going on, but obviously the being a medium, that side of it, very fascinating to us.
Very.
Because not only are we opening our relationship, but we're opening our minds. And we think that's such a fascinating part of life. Because to me, it's like something that I 100% think is just another skill that a lot of people haven't tapped into
yet.
Agree. And is such a valuable tool to society.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, they're not real, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on them not being real because 100% valid. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have a chat to Xavier, and like I said, she is a fascinating woman, and her partner Daniel.
Yes.
Both two great people. So.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Are you able to tell me your names or even pseudonyms if you're into that?
Mr. and
Mrs. Wap on REDHOTPIE.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So Xavier.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you both.
Hi.
I guess my main question for tonight has been, is this your first event? I have a feeling it's probably not. But is this, where are you guys at in the whole events? How many have you been to, all that sort of?
It's not our first event.
No,
it's a first event here.
Yeah.
We've been to a few events, trying out different styles and seeing what we like the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so what do you think of this event so far?
It's been our favourite.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's really nice.
Speaking on behalf of both of us, but
it was good to meeting people and seeing everyone's friendly.
That's it. I feel like that's been the sort of the theme of tonight when I've been talking to people. Everyone's so friendly. Everybody's happy to chat.
Yeah.
There's no why are you talking to me? It's really
That's
nice.
right. No, everyone's very welcoming, which is the whole point of this lifestyle. I think more people are open to just getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
And not having any intention. There's no. It's actually calmer than being on a nightclub dance floor.
That is so true.
You're thinking
less
the girls
pressure.
dance in a circle with the bags in the middle, and the guys come up and dance, and they're like, "Fuck off!" And they swap sides, pretend they're lesbians and shit. Yeah, it's cooler here. There's no it's easier to say sorry, not tonight. Much easier.
So, have you got more of a behind the scenes involvement in all of this, or you just regular?
Yeah, we do. We help out in the background.
Perfect.
So just giving people tours and making people welcome.
And you know what? I think so many people here are all kind of an integral part of it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people here that have all got kind of a finger in the pie, so to speak.
Yeah.
We got fingers everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
And all the pies.
Finger in my pie. So I feel like it's kind of almost like a community. That's really nice.
It is. We got welcomed in pretty early. Marty Mishka took a real liking to us and trusted us, which we felt really honoured.
Yeah.
And I got dubbed the resident psychic on the page, so now I do a monthly vlog.
That's so good.
And it's good because I want to immerse myself in the community so people know this is my niche.
Yeah.
And this is an area that I can help people with, because I realise there's a lot of common themes that come up in this lifestyle.
Yes.
With maybe jealousy for new couples and stuff like that. So I can help with that. So I'm really enjoying getting to know people so they know that they can come and see me if they have any issues. And I might be the right kind of person to help them, because not everyone might want to go talk to a psychologist or just a friend. They might want to talk to a psychic. Who knows?
Yeah. No, I love that. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so... I love it. And that's, I think, part of the whole community vibe. It's great. Everyone's here to help each other. So nice. Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'll probably just leave it at that because I want you guys to go and enjoy yourself. But it's been really great talking and having such a great night. So
thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you for that interview.
Oh, Xavier and Daniel. That
Yes.
was very interesting people once again, as always.
Amazing.
I feel like we're
people.
definitely going to see them again in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
For sure. Really, really interesting. So, yeah, that was pretty much the last interview we did for the night.
Yep.
Just because it was getting ridiculously loud and the audio was not handling it at all.
So, yeah, it did not pan out. But...
You get the idea.
You get the idea, and it was great to meet all of these people.
And there's so many more people we would have wanted to talk to.
But that's exactly it. We talked to heaps more people, not,
interviewing
them, and just met so many incredible people.
I mean, I would have, obviously, Maddie and Mishka being the hosts, were run off their feet. They had so much going on. So.
Yeah. We would love to have actually got to hang out with them a bit more, but at the same time, they've got
a lot going on. That is a big event.
When you're the face of it,
that's it. We got a wonderfully warm welcome by Marty, who gave us our tour.
Yep.
And we got a very fond farewell from
and
Mishka.
Gave us a gift.
That's right. We got a gift as well. From a lovely Red Hot Pie gift.
Yes.
So that was such a lovely introduction, or I guess welcome to the to the event.
Team.
To the team, I guess. But yeah, we had a great conversation with Mishka when we left. Lots of laughs.
Yes.
And so really, I feel like that's the start of probably
a really awesome friendship.
Yeah, definitely. But I think that you'd probably find that anybody that goes to these events is going to come out with the same.
When you leave, you are going to have made friends with somebody.
You're going to have a lot of phone numbers. You're going to definitely be seeing some of these people again.
Yeah.
Because we definitely made a point of getting some phone numbers from people.
Yep.
Just people that we just want to chat with again.
Yeah.
People I just want to have a coffee with. Like.
Yep.
People that you just know are the right sort of people for you to spend time with,
and that's
really
what's great.
And in the zone.
That's what's great about this, because in our life we don't have a lot of people that really know what we do.
Yeah.
There are people, but not heaps that we can talk to about this kind of stuff. So now, after this, it just
a whole new group of
that's
people.
A whole. Oh, it's great. That's exactly it. Like, we became friends with so many new people that are exactly like us, and we bond on that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It was really good. So I think for our first event,
it went extremely well.
I would definitely give it like 5 stars, 10 out of 10. It was such a good vibe. Would highly recommend. Even, to be fair, if you were not into the scene at all, you could still go there and have absolutely awesome night.
If you didn't want to hook up with anybody, you just wanted to check it out and just
chat with some people and have a drink,
dance. Because there were so many people just dancing,
and there's nobody's expecting anything. Nobody's trying. Like, it's just, you could literally just go there and have a really good night.
Yeah, you don't have to show anything. There are people that are walking around. There's a little bit of nudity, but it's not gross. It's not.
No,
it's not. It doesn't make anybody feel uncomfortable.
No.
It's not like pushed on people. It's not anything like that. How, like, you would think that some of these events could play out. It's not like that.
So if you've never been to an event,
give it a go.
Even if this is not the lifestyle. That you would
at least try it.
Yeah.
At least try it, because you don't have to do anything, and you're going to meet some really cool people.
Such amazing people. And
it's going to be a great story. That's exactly it. And you're going to have a great story and a great memory to, carry on.
It. And so for us, massive, massive shout out to Mishka and Marty.
Yes, 100%.
For an amazing event.
Yes.
Private nights. And also Red Hot Pie for sponsoring.
And let's just recognize the fact of how hard they work.
Oh
and
my gosh.
how how much effort went into this.
But you could tell that the proof was in the pudding, so to speak. That the effort pays off. You can see why these events work so well.
Yep.
I think in the process, Marty and Mishka always try to get to know everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that's something to really commend them for.
But they're extremely.
It's a very personal business, I guess you could say.
Yeah. But also, I think it helps. Their personalities are great, and they're extremely charismatic people.
They are
so
very charismatic
both of
people,
them.
Yeah.
So you put two people like that together, and you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable.
Absolutely. And so I think all the hard work definitely paid off.
Yeah, agree.
And just what a great vibe. What a great night. To be honest, I'm not a social person at all.
No, that's the thing.
Going to events makes me want to kind of curl up fetal position,
Yeah. We talked about this in previous episodes. But this, because there's so many like-minded people, it made it so easy. It was effortless. Like that whole night was effortless.
That's it. And I think, that definitely. And what a buzz! It's such a great night.
Yeah.
If you want to go somewhere for like a party, you're getting your party. If you want to go somewhere for a chat, you're getting your chat. You're getting all your bases covered.
Yeah.
Love it. And if you want to have sex with anybody,
somebody that a new friend, then you have the opportunity.
You've got that opportunity. So I don't know. What more can we say? But massive thanks to everybody that was involved.
All of the team. There's too many names to list, and I don't want to forget anybody because
we're just going to say
I'll
everybody.
feel bad.
When you do at everybody on Facebook.
That's what we're doing. We're adding all of you right now.
At everybody, okay?
Yeah.
Without any of you, you were all a very integral pice of that.
Everybody.
That puzzle. So it was great.
From on the door to the tickets to the camera, everybody did.
I feel like you're about to leap into a Amy Shark song. Everybody.
I don't know that song. But everyone carried their weight. Everybody helped out. Yeah. Everybody brought it, and you could tell. So, it was great. It was a great night, a great first experience, and
so once again, thank you,
Mishka
and Marty,
REDHOTPIE, and everybody.
You did it.
You did it.
You won us over.
Yes, and we love you all now.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thanks for joining us on the Steele Rabbit Podcast, where we fearlessly delved into the intricate tapestries of adult intimacy and relationships. We hope our bold conversations have sparked curiosity, ignited passion, and perhaps even brought a smile to your face. Remember, in the realm of desire, nothing is off limits. Stay tuned for more unfiltered discussions, candid stories, and the exploration of the diverse landscapes of human connection. Until next time, keep the flames of passion burning and embrace the beauty of our own sensual journey. This is Johnny Steele, signing off from the Steele Rabbit Podcast.